All right, what's up, guys? So yesterday I put out this new tutorial on doing AI-powered lead generation and outreach, full automation, where you could basically cold call local businesses scraped from Google Maps with one click. What I noticed on the automation was at 9 a.m. it's going to trigger the agent to randomly generate a query. What I noticed was the agent was generating the same query over and over based on the prompt, and it didn't have memory on the previous queries that it was generating. So what I did was I added data table tools inside of n8n, where the agent can actually access the data table and get rows and update rows on its own before the query even goes out. So this video is all about how we added the data table tool to the agent. And then we're going to show a couple, like a sneak peek of what the next video is going to be about processing batch calls, analyzing and updating data tables, and then sending messages when you have interested business owners and conversations. We're doing mass outreach with cold calling. I think cold calling is the most effective way. And so turning your AI into making it sound human is what this automation is all about. Since putting out this video, and I launched this new school group literally yesterday, we already have 3 new members. And I already understand kind of the power of this AI sales automation. It's really meant for you to be able to go out into the marketplace and sell and make thousands of dollars and to create relationships with local business owners. And so the price for my school group, I feel like, is a fair price. And anyways, I used to work for another company that has like their own platform, and their price is the exact same. And so I just feel like it's a fair price. Anyways, we're applying a lot of AI to sales. So if you guys want to get in and actually get these builds, some of the more advanced builds. So I know like some of you guys even downloaded this yesterday. So if you click the link in the description, you can actually get this workflow. And today we're just adding on to that workflow. And then the next video, we're going to add on to it again. So in terms of like structuring it inside of the classroom, I'll probably go in here and put like a couple like version 1, version 2, version 3 in here so you can follow along. Because if I just showed you all of it at once, it'd probably be a bit too much. So anyways, if you want to get this template, this is how you're going to get your sales, get your AI sales going. And then we'll add on like advertising, how we can turn in these phone calls into ads and stuff like that. So there's going to be a lot of really direct ways on how you make money immediately selling AI on here. And so with that being said, let's jump into the actual video. All right, guys. So I wanted to make a couple modifications to our local business automated cold calling agent. When I ran it a second time today, I noticed that it called or scraped the same niche, the same location. And I don't want to have duplicate cold calls going out every day. And I recognized that the agent did not know which people it called yesterday. So what I did was I added a couple tools, data table tools, and created a new data table of its Google Maps queries, so that it can see which niche it scraped yesterday, what location, and how many it, so that when it randomizes and works across the country, it doesn't pull the same niche in the same city twice in a row. And so what I did was I added a couple data table tools. If you click underneath your agent and you just type in data, you can get this data table tool. And I added 2. I added the ability for the agent to insert rows and also get rows. So the agent's going to be able to get the yesterday's, it's going to get all of its past searches and take that into account when it creates a new search for scraping Google Maps. And then it's also going to insert today, the day's search into the data table. And you can see on each of the activations in the prompt, we're telling it to get the past searches and update before it outputs the day's search. So for today, we had it search for med spas in Tucson, 275. And then it added that row into the data table. And then it also grabbed the previous rows, which was for HVAC. And so if we look inside our data table, if we go into our queries, then I actually deleted MedSpas because I didn't make calls, but it'll populate in here. So now the agent is truly autonomous. Every single day at 9 a.m., it's going to pull in a brand new location of the United States, so in a brand new niche that's different, and it's going to make automated calls. So all you really have to do is add to this agent, go to the tools, and then click data and add a data tool. And all you really have to do is create a new data table. So click this button to create a new data table. And then I made one called Google Maps Queries. And then the column names is just the search query, the location, and the number. And those are the column names you'll put in. And for one of the tools, you want the operation to be insert. And then for one of the other tools, you want the operation to be get. And so I'm able to insert and dynamically map in from the AI itself, the search query, the location, and the number of the leads. This is the code that you want to put in. It's from AI, so the AI itself can populate the parameters for the tool. And then also for get row is just grabbing all of the rows, so you don't need to put dynamic parameters in. And that's how you update the agent to be completely autonomous. And so this code can actually just be activated and run all by itself. So this is version 2 of the Google Maps caller. It's an AI-powered lead generation. If you want version 1, and then you can just do these modifications on your own, you can click the link in the description. You can join the school group. You can join the Discord. And you can download the one-man AI business playbook. And we'll see you guys in the next video. In the next video, we're going to talk about doing batch call analysis and notes. What's happening after the calls as we're making batch calls is we have a sub workflow that's being executed that's going to analyze the transcripts through an agent and update our data tables and even send us notifications when we find interested leads to our Slack channel. And that's coming soon in the next video. And you'll get access to all these builds in the paid school group. And we'll see you guys in there.